Well, good afternoon. We are back in the Kia. Oh my gosh. Now, there is very few times that I get frustrated with Donnie. But I think men in general just don't think the same way women do, because we have 1,000 things on our mind. At least I do. And they have like 2. So I went ahead, and this is kind of cool if you don't know this. We get our oil changed at Walmart. So when that happens, they typically, like I have the Walmart app, and I do all this stuff on Walmart. Ooh, my windshield is still so filthy. I need to go get it washed. But nonetheless, so you can go into your virtual garage on your Walmart app and see what they've done to your vehicle. And it's so awesome because I realized that they have not, I was due for a new battery, but it was under warranty. So that was like super, super cool. So therefore I told Donnie, hey, I need you to go to Walmart and check this out because I think this means I get a new battery. So he's like, oh yeah, that's so true. You can go to Walmart and get a new battery. And I said, did you just say that I could go to Walmart and get me a new battery? Or did you say, yes, there's an opportunity to get a new battery? Because I am not going to Walmart to get a new battery. I am not touching a battery. Oops. I forgot I wasn't going to go there first. Sorry. I am not going to unhook my battery cable. I don't even know who he thinks he was talking to. So anyways, he said, oh yeah, I'll go do that. And I said, okay. So 2 hours later, I looked at him and I said, so you got the battery taken care of, right? Because again, this is Sunday when there's nothing that we're doing. And I mean, there was a bunch of stuff we could be doing, but I chose to not because I felt like we should just rest after a busy weekend. So he's like, oh yeah, I guess, should I go do that now? And I said, well, it's interesting that you have a running vehicle, so I guess you don't have to worry about anything. But I do not have a running vehicle, and I've allowed you to use my running vehicle while you didn't have anything, which pretty much snapped him back into shape. And so then he was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going on my way. So it took him a long time, I guess, because at Walmart they were like changing shifts, and sometimes it can be really chaotic there. But he took my battery in, and they were like, yes, definitely, you deserve a new one. So I have a new battery in here, although my son said that he thinks that something is draining the battery, but he doesn't understand what it could be. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I have a brand new battery in. The car started right up. I plan to drive it every day just so that I keep it charged in case that is the case, because I just don't want to have a problem. Jeez, I have so many things going on today that I needed to take care of. So I made my friend this diamond art picture of a wolf, and because she likes collects wolves, and she has this whole corner of her place where she puts them and hangs them up and stuff, and her little like statues or whatever. So anyways, I saw it on Amazon, and so I decided to make her a diamond art picture for Christmas. And yes, I know it's not Christmas time right now, but we just don't cross paths as much as normally. And then with my whole car situation, I decided today I need to drop off her gift. That way she has it. And wow, they've really worked on this park. It's amazing. It looks really hot though. I don't know that I would want to bring Charlie. The park we go to is so much nice big trees and shade and grass. That one's like gravel. Maybe because of the kids that go to school across the street. I don't know. Anyways, so I had to put you guys on pause while I took care of some stuff real quick, and then we're back at it. So so far the car feels like it's doing fine. She's just an old lady, and oh my god, you guys do not even, oh my god. Okay, this Friday it's supposed to be a record-breaking heat of 110 or something like that. Like, talk about chaos and hell. I am not looking forward to that, and I don't believe I have to go anywhere on Friday, although the following Friday I will be. I'll have to go. So yeah, it's here, it's coming. Today I think is only supposed to be 84. This morning at 6 it was lovely out. However, I didn't get an opportunity to take Smokey out until a little bit later, which was still fine, but I do definitely have to next Thursday and Friday. Saturday, like, he's got to go out super early. I don't want his poor paws to burn. Oh, and this is exciting, not for him, but for me. I'm going to give him a bath today. That's right. I am going to bathe him, and he is going to hate me forever because he cannot stand to be wet, but he stinks so bad. Yeah, like, it's awful. So I'm going to wash his blankets, get everything that he like lays on washed up, which I'm doing laundry today. And then I also got this mouth rinse stuff for dogs that you put into their water dish. It's kind of a baking soda liquid form thing that you put into their water dish, and it helps their breath, because he's got some old man breath, and no thank you. So, oh, and on another note, when we're talking about animals, my son's dog Emma, she's the sweetest thing, but she has always had an obsession with food. Like, she just has it in her head that she is going to starve to death. If she was a person, she would definitely have an eating disorder. And their cat is weirdly attracted to food. I mean, there's been times where I'm like, seriously? Like, the cat is on the table, and I'm like, this is gross. Like, guys, why is your cat on the table? Like, get him off. And he'll come up and sniff food and stuff. I don't like it. Nonetheless, apparently the cat and the dog got into it, and the cat did not win. By a lot. By a lot. In fact, he had to go to the vet. They spent $1,500 on him because it was an emergency situation. And they were afraid, though, that the cat's jaw had been broken. So it's something like that that really makes you decide, like, oh, okay, I better get him into the vet. So from that point, the bill just kept going up. And, you know, of course, it's Katie's cat. And I love animals, but I'm also like, this is not the worst thing that could happen, and you don't know what's going to come down the road. So I would have spent my $1,500 someplace else, or my rent and got ahead, or my car payment and got ahead, but it's not my cat, it's not my bills, not my money. So, but she made some really good choices. You know, they ended up bringing the cat home. Of course, the vet was like, oh, he's gonna need a feeding tube, and he's gonna need this and that, and that's chaotic. Like, $9,000 later, if they would have done everything for this cat. The cat that likes to run away periodically. And I'm just like, can you imagine spending $9,000 and then this stupid cat runs away? Like, the other thing is, feeding tubes can work really well, but they can also shift. An animal can actually pull it out or cough it out. Like, can you imagine getting it all done and then having to go back a week later and be like, could you put it back in? You know, so, and then we talked about practical things. Like, we live in America where everybody is so scared to get hungry and starve to death. Like, in nature, animals will go days without eating. Like, they just heal naturally for the most part. You know, like, our bodies want us to live, so they're going to do whatever it takes to get us there. So, yes, it was necessary to make sure the cat's jaw wasn't broken, because if they did that, they would have to wire the jaw. Like, that's crazy. I'm just like, for a cat, I don't know about this. So anyways, make sure we don't hit these pedestrians up here. There's a big giant pothole. Okay, well, the true test is going to come here around the corner when we stop at Fry's and I turn the engine off. So anyways, that was this weekend. I was supposed to go to Phoenix Friday night and I had to cancel plans because I had both the boys waiting for Katie to come back from the vet. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Glad the cat's healing. And it was scary because I went over when it happened. After it happened, my son called me, which I thought was so cool because I'm like, he's like, what, 20, 24, 25, something? And he's grown and all this. And then he's still like, Mom, come check this out. What do we do? You know, so I thought, oh, my baby boy still needs me. So anyways, the cat was bloodied and dripping blood and it looked pretty crazy, but I just told him, like, let's let it calm for the night so that you're not jumping the gun, but also to see what is really wrong. And the cat got up. It didn't want me to wipe its mouth. It didn't want me to touch its head, but it did enjoy pets. And it did get up and walk around and act like it was almost perfectly fine. So I was like, let's just see what happens. And then the next day they kept him home, of course, and then the next day they took him to the vet because they're like, I don't know, the face looks weird. So anyways, the face is all swollen, but you know, it's not Emma's fault because poor thing, like I said, she would have a total eating disorder if she was a human, and probably the cat too, but maybe now they understand each other a little bit more. What was funny is after Katie got through with all of that at the vet and brought the cat home, the cat went over to Emma and started cuddling. And I'm just like, yeah, animals, I tell you what. All right, so we have made it to Fry's. You know my addiction. I'm going to go look at the plants. I'm also going to run into Dollar Tree because I need to look at a couple things there. And let's just hope everything starts back up and we are good to continue rolling for the day. And if not, then maybe I just Uber home. It's not the worst thing that could happen, let me tell you. All right, talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.